If you're looking for a great option that is affordable, excellent for the family, and lightweight, then this is one you want to see. Let's get into it. Up front is a queen-size bed. The kitchen has an 8 cubic foot fridge and large slide-out Out Dinette. And in the back are bunks with additional storage and a tub shower. This is the 2025 Cherokee Pup 17JW. And if at any point through this video you're looking at price or where you can pick one up, just know that that will be in the description. If we take a look up front here, right away you see the queen bed. There's a couple of things here that I really enjoy. One of them is right above your headboard. You will see that there is a single inverter. Neat thing about this is it comes standard, right? You don't have to pay any extra to have that. And if you use like a CPAP machine, this means you can be anywhere, still be able to plug that in and still use it, which is pretty darn great because with most manufacturers, you have to pay extra for an inverter. Take a look at that access when we lift that bed up. So that is the pass-through. It's going to kind of be an all-in-one, but I just like how easy it is with that strut to be able to get under there. It does have a handle here as well. So again, just makes accessing anything under there a breeze. Some storage right up top here, a couple LED lights as well. And if you want a TV, you can see the TV mount will be located here with those connections right up top. Speaking of up top, something else you may notice that this one has a roof mount AC. I know that for a lot of people, when you start kind of being in RVs this size, a few of them still have like a side mount. The roof mount definitely does a much better job. It'll be, basically double the amount of BTUs, making sure that everything stays nice and cool even on a hot day. You'll see the multimedia center here right over to this side in the kitchen, some additional storage up top, microwave hood, big window underneath. I really like that manufacturers are doing this instead of a backsplash, just lets in a lot more natural light. And again, this one is bigger than most, plus it opens, which can be a pretty big deal. You will see the little soap dispenser, high-rise faucet, thermoformed countertops with the same sink top cover, right? Rather than having something separate, it kind of blends in. And then you get the undermount, kind of almost like gunmetal color sink, which is pretty nice. And even though, it's a little bit smaller sink and a 2-burner cooktop, you do still get a little bit of prep space here over to the side. And of course, the 2-burner cooktop is recessed with the glass cover. So again, if this is down, you can somewhat utilize this space as well. As far as storage underneath, I got really excited when I first saw this, thinking it was going to be a ton, and unfortunately, it's not. You have components down there, and so you just don't get a ton of storage in the kitchen. It's even what you can use up here. You're fighting with the sink and plumbing on this side, so this is almost completely useless. So really all you're getting is this one space over here and a little bit of space here up top. So if it's, if I have to say that this floor plan is lacking in one spot, that unfortunately is it. It's just your overall storage. With that, however, you do get a couple of good things. One of them being a furnace, right? Sometimes when you have a floor plan like this, it might just have like a fireplace. I really like the furnace because it allows you to camp in colder weather. And I'll show you some other storage options that they have, or storage solutions, where they did do a really good job with storage. If we take a look at the fridge freezer here, this is an Everchill. This is 8 cubic foot. If you've seen like the Magic Chef version of this, it's basically the same thing. And what I mean by that is if you look at this, you can open it either way, right? For both fridge and freezer, which that can be kind of handy. In this floor plan, I don't think it's super necessary, because unless you're, reaching from the kids reaching from the bed to grab a Mountain Dew or something, I don't know why it needs to open this way. More often than not, you'll be opening it this way, but it does have that option. Right back here are going to be the bunks. Now, the one thing I do like about this is the USB ports have both USB-A and USB-C. The USB-C is great for faster charging, especially with, all the electronics that we have today. And if you look down below, I'll show you this when we go outside, but you have a big storage or access door for storage. And that right there is an excellent solution, especially at this price point that does cost quite a bit of money to have that extra door there. And I love that they did it, though. I think it's pretty necessary. And it really, again, just really adds to the unit. Taking a step into the bathroom here, I just want to take a seat on the toilet just to show you. I have great leg space, right? Excellent shoulder space. I know sometimes in bathrooms like this, you'll have like stuff right here for a little bit of additional storage space, but they basically forwent that and they just gave you additional legroom. Sorry, mosquito. Right over here, you can see there's a little bit of storage underneath the sink top, mirrored medicine cabinet right up top, and this is your on-demand water heater so that you have near limitless hot water. As far as space in the shower here, at 6 foot tall, I do have to kind of bend down a little bit, so just be aware of that. And it's kind of like a half tub, half shower, right? It's not like a full tub. It's like a high threshold shower, probably more than anything. But the nice thing about that is it keeps the curtain in, so it's not going to make a mess all over. Now, lastly, probably one of the biggest features of the floor plan is the slide out U-dinette, right? It really opens this main living space up right here. And having a U-dinette means everyone can sit around. You have a place to play games, eat meals. It also drops down into a large bed where you can sleep 1 to possibly 2 adults if they're okay snuggling. The other great thing I really love about the Wolf Pup U-dinettes, take a look at his storage space. And you have this on both sides. A lot of times when you have storage underneath the dinette, when you have a drawer like this, it's a fraction of this size because they have to put it on guides. And while, yes, you have to lift up and pull out and, there's nothing really holding it in. So if it's out here, it kind of falls down. The advantage of having so much more storage, in my opinion, is simply well worth it. All right, let's take a look at the outside of the Wolf Pup 17JW. Right up front, you'll see this one does have the manual tongue jack on here. If you want to swap that out for power, it is pretty easy to do so. You can see a propane tank behind that as well as rails there for the battery. I do like that it has the smooth aluminum front. Not only does this look a lot nicer, but it's also easier to clean. Coming around to the side, we saw this when we were inside, but again, you have so much storage underneath that bed right there, just massive storage space. And you also have a solar charge controller tucked away in here, as this one comes with a 100-watt solar panel up on the roof. We'll see the large power awning with an LED light strip up top, providing shade and light. This beautiful tempered glass door right here. Something you may not notice, but there is actually a window in that door, but because it's kind of tinted, you can't really see it very well, which is, I don't know, I kind of like that. It is thin shade ready as well, so if you want to upgrade to have like a privacy shade, you can do that. You have the foldable grab handle here along with the upgraded steps. This is the More Ride step above step system. Great step system, has a larger aluminum step right up top than the bottom one. Just so you have a little bit bigger landing coming in and out of the RV. You get the pup kitchen, they call it, which, essentially is a refrigerator. But honestly, this is, in my opinion, probably the best part of an outside kitchen is just having the ability to have the beverage fridge so you don't have to grab your beverages out of coolers. That, I think, is fantastic. If we take a look at the tires down here. Oh, you know what? I didn't forget to mention it. For the kitchen, by the way, there is a propane quick connect, but it's actually up front. So if you want to actually have something to cook on out here, you can. The tires on here, you're looking at just some rugged tread for the tire itself. Beautiful wheel in there as well. Plus, you get like this little kind of a tire pressure monitoring system. Whereas if it's underinflated, that will turn red instead of green. So it does have that as well. Just again, a little bit of extra peace of mind. For entertainment, you'll see 2 speakers right here. Also, if you want TV, this is the same TV mount you had inside. So that way you can just have one arm and be able to use the same TV, take it inside and outside if you so choose. This is an odd location, but I do just want to mention that it does have it. Your black tank flush is right here. Honestly, it doesn't really matter where it is because you're just hooking a hose up to it. As long as, it's not dripping into an electrical outlet or something, you're fine. But the fact it does have a black tank flush is great. That way you don't have to stick a hose down the toilet to clean out your black tank. Leash latch on here in case you have a doggo that comes with you. And in the back, this is kind of what I was hitting on inside. This is a great additional storage option. So you can just lift the bed up like this. It clips up top and you get all this additional storage space in here, which is wonderful. Especially in a bunk model like this and something that isn't huge, right? It's because it has a slide. It's not the lightest weight out there, but it's still fairly lightweight. And having that additional storage space is wonderful. Speaking of storage, coming along to the back, you also get this drop-down rack. Now, this has a 200-pound weight capacity, but they do mount the spare tire on it. So bear in mind, if you drop it down and you have the spare, you do have to account for that weight as well. Right up top is a backup camera, so you have that vision as you're backing up. That's a great extra thing to have on a camper like this. Then you will also see the ladder prep. So that way, if you want, you can buy the ladder on the go to be able to climb up on the fully walkable roof for any kind of maintenance, which you should definitely do. I recommend at very least once a year. Right over here, you can see your 30 amp detachable power cord will plug right into there. Your termination will be located right down there. You do have a light back here as well, so in case you're hooking up or disconnecting at night, you have a little extra visibility. Would like this to be a little bit lower, a little bit closer to that termination, but hey, something is better than nothing. Lastly, up front are going to be your water inlets, as well as an outside shower with hot and cold water access. Again, if you're interested in this one, you want to know the price, there is a link in the description. Simply click on that. It'll give you both the price and the ones that are nearest to you.